we're on the road. So excited.
Awesome. Well, we're super excited. Obviously, you have Steve and Gina with us from on the road on their way to Jacksonville, Florida for doing a meeting down there. And obviously my wife's in building the business internationally. So once again, Greg and Mena Warmbier, Mena Vitali Warmbier, I would say. So I'm going to have her kind of kick it off and introduce Steve and Gina, but we're super excited to have them with us today. More than anything, we're super excited to be partnered with people that care about people, want to bless people, and know how to build big teams so we can make the biggest blessing possible. So here's my beautiful wife, Mena.
Yes, I want to say thank you to all of you for getting on. And I see we've got some more people that jumped on from all over the world. So thank you guys, different time zones. I know some of you are just waking up. Others of you are going to bed. Well, you're in your evening and others of us are having lunchtime here. So thank you, all of you, for getting on. I really appreciate it. And we are so grateful to have our leaders and senior presidential directors on to this afternoon here in the US. They've taken time out, they're on the road, and we are so grateful to have them on to share with us because they are so knowledgeable. And I'm glad you guys have got on to listen to them because you're going to learn a lot today. So take your pens out and make some notes, and we will be in touch with all of you and follow up. So I think we're going to do some training. I mean, we're going to talk on the product initially, and then we're going to do a little bit of training. I know you're all going to have a great time. So just get ready, put your ears on and listen.
Yes. So welcome, Steve and Gina Merritt. Woo!
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So hey,
Mena.
we're Steve and Gina Merritt from West Palm Beach, Florida. We're excited to be on here and share this amazing little tiny X39 patch that is giving absolutely incredible miracle testimonies.
Yeah. Tell them a little bit about the testimonies that people are getting on the product.
So yesterday we got a few calls. Wow, I'm just, I try to say this without crying, but a dear friend of ours for 25 years, his cousin has an autistic nonverbal child. He's been wearing the patch. He's a teenager for 2 months. And he called me yesterday in tears saying, "You're not going to believe it. He's trying to say words. He's trying to put words together, and he's trying to like sing, like hum." And before the X39 patch, he was literally kind of like in a daze. So this amazing little patch just puts your body on a natural reboot. You peel off these little stickers on the back. They come right off. Sorry. Yep. Here I am this way. They come right off, and then you stick the patch on your body. The case studies have been behind the neck on the little bump right there or below your belly button, but you actually can put the patch anywhere on your entire body and you will get amazing results. So you put it on in the morning when you brush your teeth, and you take it off at night when you go to bed. Whoa. So you take it, you wear 12 hours on, 12 hours off. It's a natural reboot. So what it does is the heat of your body, the patch, you put the patch on, and the heat of your body raises your copper peptides, which then activates your own stem cells. So what it does is wherever your body is off, you know, everybody's equipment's different. And so we just don't know what's going on inside our body. So you might have like a back issue, but you might not see results right away. It might be going to somewhere else. It goes to the weakest link first in your body, and it starts, your body just starts healing naturally on its own because that's how God intended us. So for Steve and I, we actually were in another company and we resigned. We had prayed for 1 full year for the right company, the right product, the right ownership, and number 4, most importantly, to have God's favor on whatever business he sent to us. And we are literally blown away by the testimonies. I have a girlfriend actually called me last week, and she took her 93-year-old aunt into the doctor. She told him all about this patch and X39 patch. And he said, "Well, we're not going to wear any patch until we do complete blood work because I don't believe in any of that." So he did a complete blood work on her aunt who's 93. And when the results came back, her liver and her pancreas were really bad. So she started wearing the patch the following day. She wore it 12 hours on, 12 hours off for complete 3 full weeks. At the end of the 3rd week, he did the blood work again, and he called my girlfriend. And we all know that doctors don't normally call a niece. They call the patient, or the PA calls the patient, or the nurse calls the patient. So this was a huge deal. He called Heidi and said, listen, I don't know what is going on with this patch, but never in my life have I seen in 3 weeks a 93-year-old woman, her liver and pancreas completely reverse. I have 4 practices, and you need to come in and share what this does and what I need to train my team to do. So that is huge right there. Like, I don't need to know any more than that.
Yeah.
Again, with the autistic children, we've got a lot of testimonies on autistic kids. Just that they don't have that daze. They're like getting a personality. And the families literally are calling me crying, saying that their life is so much better. The quality of life that they're sharing with this precious child is so incredible. And they're like, we are going to share this. We were actually just going to try the product, but now we want to share it because we feel that this product can bless so many. So who wears the patch? Everybody. If you're living and breathing, we all have stem cells. Our body is completely made of stem cells. Our skin, our organs, our hair, our eyes. People are telling me, oh my gosh, my hair, you could see my scalp and it's coming back. So it's just incredible what's happening. For Steve and I, we have an amazing testimony. We went to the eye doctor about 2 weeks ago. We've been going to him for about 20 years. And every time we go, it seems like I'm 60 and Steve is 59. And every time we go, we both have to get a stronger script.
Yeah.
That means you either, change your lens in your glass, or you just go, you know what, just give me new glasses.
Yeah.
So we're checking out, and he goes, you're not going to believe it, but the doctor told me that my eyes are reversing. I said, he said the same thing to me. And he actually told me, never in my life, he's been practicing for probably 37 years. Never in my life have I ever seen a 60-year-old woman, her eyes reverse. He was literally blown away. He said, we got to get together. I got to get this in my practice. So all kinds of different testimonies. There's an income you can make, which we're going to talk about that as well. But this little tiny patch, you don't, try to be so scientific. You just peel the back of the patch off. It's similar like a Band-Aid. I have a very high allergy to latex. Okay, extremely. I do not get any reaction, period, with this. So that's a huge testimony. There's a 90-day money back guarantee. That sells in itself. When you tell a few testimonies, the stories sell, right? And then there's a 90-day money back guarantee. So most everyone is like, yeah, I need to get on that. I need to try it. So it's just incredible. We're excited to be a part of this team. And we're down here in, where are we in?
Savannah, Georgia. Yeah.
Georgia. We're in Georgia, heading to Jacksonville to do a big opportunity meeting.
You know what? Gina basically told everyone exactly what you need to know about this product. I mean, she told you about how it works. She told you about the testimonies that people are having. We'll go through a couple brief things here just to get everybody a little bit more up to speed, but not like, we don't drag it out when we're sharing with people, because we don't want to like either complicate them or think that it's so long to explain. It's as simple as what she was saying. I mean, one thing we do talk about is everybody's got a dream or want something more, starting with better health. I mean, it doesn't matter how much financially we help you. If you're not having great health, then it's not, it doesn't mean anything. Everything builds around health. And when you have a product as good as this X39, you can, first of all, you feel incredible, and it talks for itself. With these testimonies that Gina's talking about, they speak for themselves. The patch actually does the talking for you. Somebody actually made a little comment. They said something, they have beginning stages of lupus. It's helped people there too, right?
Yeah, we just got a bunch of testimonies in, probably like about 2 weeks ago, on lupus, and amazing results.
So
I mean, from Parkinson's, from
Alzheimer's,
diabetes, high blood pressure, What did you say?
Alzheimer's,
Alzheimer's, dementia.
depression, anxiety,
Yeah.
PTSD.
We actually did not realize how much anxiety and depression there was going on out there. I mean, we've all been through a lot of changes, but that's probably one of the number one things we've really realized,
Yeah.
Steve and I. And this patch, you have to wear it faithfully and consistently. And in 2 weeks, it balances your brain. Your left lobe and your right lobe become balanced. And they start seeing lessened signs of depression, anxiety, and PTSD in 2 weeks.
Yeah. So we didn't know this, but at 30 years old, half of your stem cells are active. And at 60, basically not many stem cells are active. You still have stem cells, but they're just stagnant. So that's why people heal slower, recover slower from exercise, and they also are more prone to disease and sickness. So that is really important to tell people, because we didn't know that, you know, and when we were told that, we were like, oh, that's a wake-up call that this little patch will help there. Now, just a couple bits of help. David Schmidt, who's the inventor and the owner of the company called LifeWave that came up with this incredible patch, had 10 years of research, $4.5 million invested in order to put the patch together. He's got 130 patents. This guy's a genius. I mean, just like you go out in the sun activates vitamin D. When you put the patch on, it activates your copper peptide, the heat from your body. It's called photobiomodulation. So Mena, as an attorney, she's probably used to those kind of big words. I was a pro athlete for 25 years, so I had to understand what it was. But it's basically phototherapy. Your body activates your copper peptide and raises up your copper peptide levels, and then that reactivates your own stem cells. Now, here's some of the things that the patch is doing for people. Rapid pain relief. Imagine if you had a product that they didn't have to take medicine, they got rapid pain relief. I mean, all of you that are on here are getting first mover advantage in Germany, in South Africa, in Canada, wherever you live, you're like getting first mover advantage on this product. So this is huge for every one of you. You could take advantage of what we have now. Like Gina said, you got to stay faithful taking the product, and you got to have a little bit of stamina, because it takes a little time to create the momentum in your country. But my friend Onyx took the company from $20 million a month when she started 3 years ago to $20 million a year when she first started is what the company was doing. And it went to $25 million per month. So that's from 20 million a year to 280 million in 3 years. And now that momentum is growing very rapidly here in America, now around the world, because of all of you. So energy, everybody needs more energy. Mental clarity. I mean, think about if you had mental clarity for your business, for your family, you need that. You know, you work hard all day, have that mental clarity, enhance your sports performance. And, you know, some of us love to keep doing sports, even though retired from being a pro athlete. I still love doing sports. Faster recovery from exercise. And we're seeing a ton, because skin is your biggest organ in your body, and it's all stem cells. So we're seeing huge testimonies on skin. I kind of explained this about the organic nanocrystals. Gina talked about where they recommend in the case studies to put the patch, but you can put it anywhere you have pain. You wear it for 12 hours, and the stem cells are activated in your body, and then you take it off and you throw the X39 away, and you rest for 12 hours, and your body rests and rejuvenates all those new stem cells that you've got in your body. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water and taking electrolytes.
Before he changes the page here, some of the countries have a little bead that comes into your package. So USA does not have that. But if you got that in your package, you can use it or you cannot use it. They're reusable. So let's just say somebody's using the patch and they have back pain. So what they would do is they don't have to use the bead, but if maybe they're not getting a quick result, put the bead in the middle of the patch after you peel off the paper, put the bead in the middle, it's very, very tiny. And then wherever that back pain is, it's similar to acupuncture. So some of the countries, they require this to be approved. So you can use the bead or not use the bead. Most people don't use it.
Okay, I've had 14 surgeries from being a pro athlete for 25 years and have no pain whatsoever. Now, one thing that I did was I put it in the same, I actually wore, and to this day, many times I wear 2 patches because I feel so incredible on the patch. And I don't want, I don't want to feel like I used to feel. I used to take handfuls of Advil and aspirin.
Yeah.
So what I do, just so you all know, if you want to make sure you're getting good results for your friends, is one day I'll wear it behind the neck. The next day I'll wear it below the belly button. And then I wear the second one wherever I had pain. So I encourage you to do that. Do everything you can do to move it around, help yourself, because everybody wants this to work. And once you get your feeling, it is incredible the testimony you're going to have to share with your friends.
Yeah.
Okay. We have some testimonies. Gina gave you ours. Okay. I just gave you mine. Greg, why don't you share your testimony? Because it's great to hear from the people that are sharing today what their testimonies are.
Yeah, it was interesting because we heard a little bit about the patches, and then my friend Ken Burke, who's on right now, we've been great friends for about 5 years, and he knew, first of all, we're networkers. We do a lot of networking and stuff like that. And so we built teams for years. And he said, Greg, he said, you got to try this. It truly is going to work. He said, once you see it, you're going to talk to everybody. And literally for me, I'm like, we're just going to be a customer and that's fine. We got so many other things we're doing right now. 3 days later, I experienced something I've never experienced before. I injured my knee about a little over a year ago, doing something. We walked up and down basically this 5-story tower 18 times. I tweaked my knee halfway through. Because of that, eventually a couple months later, it affected my right hip. So my left knee affected my right hip. The hip pain was worse than that. Then I re-injured my shoulder, which is not good. And then I had neck pain because I was in a car accident 6 years ago. So I've been dealing with pain this past year like I've never had. And Ken didn't even understand, didn't even know that. And 3 days later, zero pain. I can't explain it except for every time I run up and down the stairs or do the workouts. I'm working out now 5 days a week again. I have zero pain. Other things that came along with it is no more restless leg. I had that happen. That was the most irritating thing besides the hip pain I've had for years. Better sleep, better focus, better mental clarity, enhanced sports and performance recovery, a lot of amazing things. But when you have pain and the pain goes away, it's a big, huge hallelujah. And so I've been pain-free for almost 2 months now, and I'm loving it. It's been absolutely phenomenal.
Okay, when you listen to Greg, think about that. I love what you said, that your friend Ken didn't even know you were going through that pain. So a lot of people don't even, they don't tell you, especially a go-getter and a leader like Greg and Mena, they don't even tell you what they're going through. So it's important to open your mouth and have fun. I mean, we're having a blast doing this. I mean, this couple here, Greg and Mena, are the sharpest couple that we know, and they're on their game. And we're not only are we, the great thing about all of us, and you guys can help me out on this, we all want to have fun with our friends, but we're serious about everybody winning. Yeah. We're not, so we're going to have fun because that's what attracts people. We're not stressed out about this. We're having a great time. You either want to have better health and be proactive on your health, like Greg was saying. And if you have a good friend that shares it with you, you should trust their judgment. And then you're either wanting to generate a serious amount of income or you're not. We're not going to push anything on anyone. Yeah. But I will say, when you get around this team and this atmosphere, it just drives you to want to achieve success. Having fun, having a competitive spirit, being on your game.
One more testimony I want to share real quick. It's our oldest daughter is 34. She has 3 of our 5 grandkids. She comes to our house to visit for 2 weeks. And I said, are you wearing the patch? And she said, no. I said, well, if you're at my house, you're wearing the patch. So she put the patch on. This is a true story. Yeah. She put the patch on and she actually weighed herself because she's trying, one of her, we have 4 kids. One of them is getting married February 18th. So she's trying to get, back on track, get that baby weight off. She puts the patch on, you guys. 2 weeks later, she weighs before she's like, Mom, I have been drinking Slurpees and eating Doritos by your pool. And feel like the weight's just falling off. She gets on the scale. She lost 15 pounds in the 2 weeks. She goes home, continually wearing the patch because now I got her hooked on it. She's wearing the patch and she calls me and says, Mom, the 3rd week I lost 7. So the first 2 weeks, 15 pounds, the 3rd week, 7. If that isn't amazing. Yeah. So her body was off balance.
Yeah. And so it's working for young people all the way up to 93-year-olds. So everyone needs to have their stem cells active. And even if you're young and you have active stem cells, the balance, like Gina said, and the things that can help with your body. So we really love to come on here today, and you know, some places it's nighttime, to look you all in the eye and let you know that, hey, this is the real deal. The product is for real, and we want to help you. Let me share a couple more things. Okay, we talked about testimonies. We talked about how quickly the product works. Long-term results, real quick on the product. I'm having talk a little bit about the long-term results.
Okay, so like we said, in the first 2 weeks, your brain becomes balanced. So you have signs of less anxiety, depression, PTSD. Then in 2 months, your cardiovascular, your heart area, does reversing its aging, which come on, that's insane.
Yeah.
And then in 3 months, it shows signs of your collagen getting active and rebuilding.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
When your collagen level goes up, it actually reverses the aging of your bones and your muscular, your bones and muscles are reversed in aging. So that is huge. So that's why you don't want to take the path. I mean, you want to take it off 12 hours on, 12 hours off, but stay consistent on this product because the technology is incredible.
Yeah.
What we're hearing. So again, we talked a little bit about it. It's a 19-year-old company. It's been under the radar. So not many people have heard about it for 19 years. Can you believe it? Been promoting mostly by practitioners, doctors, chiropractors. And since the X39 came out, the X39, the company went from 20 million to 280 million, and 80% of the sales are the X39 patch. So that is a wake-up call for people like me and Greg and Ken and Gina and Manna and Diana, because that's a sign of something is going on. Momentum is creating, okay? When we first started, Japan was the #1 country in the world. And by the way, the company did amazing. Over that 12 years that they were doing about $20 million a year, they opened up 75 countries legally. Yeah. That's why we get to talk to all of you today and tonight, because you're all in different parts of the world, but they open those countries up. And every time you build one of these businesses, you watch, you're going to talk to a friend and they're going to say, hey, we know somebody in America. Can we build it there? Yes, you can. So that's why it goes back and forth. Now there's other countries that aren't open yet, but 75 is a good start.
Yeah. And
we will be opening up the rest. But the point is that you can now be part of it as we're growing fast here in America. What I was trying to get at is that since Gina and I and Greg and Ken and our wives all came on board, we took the company here in America from #2 to #1. So that's major momentum. And it also tells me that it's wide open around the world, because Malaysia, Singapore, Taiwan, Thailand, Indonesia, Japan, Philippines, they're all open, as well as all of Europe. And even Europe is like network marketing capitals of the world compared to America. And we're past them up. That means there's plenty of potential, because we know that you all know how to network wherever you live. So that's huge opportunity. Here's our website. We use this to show everybody tell everybody about the product. So you don't have to do the talking. You just talk about the patch, tell them a little bit that, hey, it activates your own stem cells. At 30 of half, 60 you barely don't have any stem cells that are active. You should put the patch on. Testimonies are helping people feel incredible. And then give me your cell phone and I'll send you a link. So that gives you a way to talk to somebody, and text them the link of the startx39.com. Most people in other networks, just to give you a heads up, because I want to do a little teaching here, like Mena said, most networks have the same products, Me Too products. They all have the same. They have either weight loss or multiple products of weight loss, energy. Okay, they have skincare, shampoos, collagen drinks, CBD and essential oils. All these things you can get at your local department store or health food store, and all the other networks have it. And even in America, it's on TV, all these products. Yeah. So you might have a great product, but it's very hard to talk about how great your weight loss product when you have all these other competitors. When you have a product that nobody else has, that is unique, and it actually doesn't even feel like you're in a network marketing business. No. Doesn't feel at all, because everyone we're talking to, even on the road, they ask us. Gina purposely asks people, what do you do for a living? I'm an engineer. Okay.
Well, I love when you get, if you're trying to break a conversation and you see a sharp couple and you just like, hey, where are you guys from? What do you do for a living? And they always turn it around and say, well, what do you guys do? Oh, we activate your own stem cells. What?
What? And they're all like, when there's groups of them, they're all leaning forward, want to know. Say, hey, give us your cell phone and we'll text you this link, and it gives you the 80 case studies on our product, the doctor's reviews. I mean, you sound so sophisticated yourself because you never know who you're talking to. Maybe their sister is a doctor. Maybe they're a doctor. You don't know. Okay. But it doesn't matter. Regular people like me that, you know, we're a pro water skier. Gina was a flight attendant. Are doing it, as well as folks like Mena, who's an attorney. So you text them this website and they can do their own research, and it looks so sophisticated for you because the product is sophisticated, but it's very simple. You put it on, it reactivates your own stem cells. So use this website and understand that anyone that told you that they know networking or they're not, you know, they've heard of it, they're not interested, say this is not like a network, because when you have a product that no other network marketing company has and no conventional, it's not at the department store, it's not at the health food store, it's not on TV, because our patent was approved just recently in July 2020. So nobody has this product, and we have access to it for years to help people. So real quick on the compensation plan. I love that it's very simple, and let me help you on something. If anyone's never made money in a network, or you bump into somebody, they will make money in this network, because when you have a product this good, it sells itself. Absolutely. And then everybody wins. We have late 70 and 80-year-old people on our team that are breaking records compared to the young people, because all their friends have money and they want to reactivate their own stem cells. They were actually in networks that had skincare and shampoo and weight loss, but they couldn't get their friends to do anything because they can get it. You know, people love to buy it on the online or at the store, but when you can't get it anywhere else, they can't sign people up fast enough. So understand that's a whole different, that's like a game changer. Yeah. So the way our comp plan works, it's a binary. You're going to build a right team and a left team, and everybody gets placed underneath everybody. Nobody knows anybody, but they get paid up to $25,000 a week for people that get placed underneath you. Like you put your friend in, they put their friends in. Then you put a friend underneath your friends. Then all of a sudden somebody in your upline puts somebody on those friends, and they put people there, and your friends put people under your upline friends. Everybody's underneath everybody, and everyone makes up to $25,000 a week for people that you don't even know. I mean, that's a pretty big salary, I think, for most people where you live in different parts of the world. You know, the average salary in Europe is a lot less than in America. So this really is going to take off for many of you friends. And this is just one of many Zooms that we're going to do. And then as soon as we get like you in Germany, I forgot your name, but we're going to help you in Germany. We're going to put a lot of people on the Zoom. Those of you in South Africa, we're going to do the same. Okay.
My gluten-tine. That hot
gluten wine, the hot wine, you know, we don't do that too much in America.
And it's a bottle of you heat it on the stove when it's winter.
Yeah,
and it's like warm cider, but it's warm wine. Gluten time.
And
I think I maybe I butchered it.
Yeah, but the point is that we want to come to where you're at, and we will. Greg loves to travel. Mena, of course, she's from South Africa. She loves to travel, and Ken and Diana are traveling right now. We love to travel. We're going to come to where you're at. But the great thing is we've got Zoom, so we can really start making the impact and talking to your friends. So this is just the beginning. Greg and Mena will be doing Zooms.
Yes.
Ken and Diana will be doing Zooms. There's actually more people, very successful people between us and you that are going to be doing Zooms as well. So all this is going to happen. So we're going to help you do that. Now, real quick, the second part of the compensation plan is called a matching bonus. Now, they reward you more for the people you bring in. So be talking to people, like Gina said, we keep doing the same thing we're telling you to do, and that you get paid 25% of the money that they make from the company. They don't pay you, the company pays you. So when they're making $25,000 a week, remember what I said, not if, I said when, because this is going to happen for everyone that engages in the next 12 to 24 months. It's going to be wild what happens to you. You're going to make 25% of the people you sponsor that are making that money. And that's about $6,250 per week. So you do that with 4 people, you're making another $25,000 a week. That doesn't count for the people they sponsor, that you get another 20%, and the people they sponsor, third generation, another 20%. Might be a little quick the way I explained it tonight, but you understand. You're going to get on the product. You're going to feel incredible. We don't encourage you just to wait for you to get a testimony. We make sure that you get plenty of products so that you get the product to everyone that you know and have all your friends getting a feeling along with you. That's the testimony that Ken and Diana have. Your first goal is to go manager. So you got to be at least a gold or above, and then you put silver above, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. And we'll help you on that. We got a program right now that pays extra money to be manager. Where's the business going? It's at 200 million right now. The stem cell therapy industry going to 300 billion with a B. Would you rather be injected for $107,000 to $100,000 per injection of stem cells, or would you rather just put a patch on? That's why I believe we're going to be able to hit about 350 million this year, and with all of your help, $1 billion next year, and then on to $5 billion of this 300 billion, we can definitely take a hold of. People are telling me we can hit 330 billion. So look out where we're going to go. Okay. Here's your enrollment form when you get inside, signed up. Now you can sign up with a link as well, but I like to just look at this because you can see where we're at. We bring people in as distributors. So either silver, we recommend, up to diamond. Now, the reason why we pick packages with more sleeves, a sleeve is a 30-day supply of the product. So there's 30 patches in each sleeve. So all these packages are more sleeves. So a silver has 3 sleeves, gold has 5, diamond has 19. I don't promote the platinum too much because it doesn't include 2 months paid for auto ship, as well as the sleeves get down to $84 and you get paid $500 for every time you sign up as a diamond, but you can upgrade. So the most important one on here is gold, because you get paid everything in the compensation plan at gold with 5 sleeves, $4.99. Where else could you start a business for $500 and have this much help with this kind of earning potential? Now you can come in at silver and you can upgrade to gold. So what you would do is you just pay the difference. Say 2 weeks later, you pay the difference of $200, you get more sleeves, and now you're gold. That's all you would have to purchase. But the reason why people do get diamond is because every time someone, as you come in, you want to take and use the samples to share with people. We have a training system, which is on our qfteambiz.com, and I have the website in a second. But what we do is we share with, here's the website, we share the product with envelopes. And we teach you how to do that here on this website. This is our team training website, 9 Steps to Success. And we break down the sleeves of 30 patches to like 3 to 6. And you share with people as you go around town. I encourage you to put the patch on first. If they don't let me put the patch on, I don't give them the samples. Okay. And then the second thing is that when people enroll, you're going to want to have extra sleeves in order to loan your friends until they get theirs, especially wherever you live in the world. Might take a little while. You got to be like your own mini warehouse until we open a warehouse in your country, because you're going to build it so big there. So you loan them, like Gina and I come in as a gold, you're going to loan us 3 sleeves until we get ours, then you're going to give them back. So you understand, if you come in as a gold, you don't have many to loan out. That's why people very quickly upgrade if they don't come in as a diamond. But you come in at whatever level you feel comfortable with. Here's our sample envelopes that we use to share with people. Now you can learn about how that works on the quantum field. And I will say this much: we can send you the PDFs of the sleeves, these envelopes. I'm sorry, and you can print them where you live, because we probably don't have a Vista print set up in your country. Not a problem. We're going to help you. It's like a 19-year-old startup company. Get excited about that, because that means we can be engaged and build it. If it was already too big, it's too late. So I love that it's 19 years old. We don't like a startup because they usually never start up. But we love that we're part of, it's like a startup, because we don't have it totally rocking in all these countries that you live in. So again, if you're serious about your dream and you realize that, hey, look, in the next few years, I would like to have my own company that has got huge potential, we encourage you to get started. As a matter of fact, our sponsor, Onyx Cole, we taught her, she never did a network before. We got her started in one of our last ventures, which was the Juice Network, okay? And she sold her company 7 years later after we taught her for $4 million. So that's how big this can be. And that was just a small portion of our company. So we're encouraging you to get started now with Greg and Mena and all of us, because we are engaged. The key is to engage now when we're starting, because then everyone is going to win. We know how this works, and we love blessing people and helping them win financially. So now's the time to rock in your country. You can plug into our trainings so that you see the big picture. We've got incredible trainings that we do on Saturdays. You can get all the reruns. It sounds like many of you do understand English. So if you're sponsoring people that don't, at least you have the knowledge yourself. Our friend Linda Sanchez is a single mom, is rocking it in California. Her sponsor is miles and miles away in New Jersey, which is about 2,800 miles away, has never gone out there to help her in the last 90 days. And she just hit senior director. So you can engage and be proactive and be your leader in your country, wherever you live. But she teaches you how she did it on our training last Saturday. So get the replay if you haven't seen it, but we have many replays because we have free trips and incentives. And by the way, if you hear us talking about Aruba here in America, that's our incentive. So I think Europe is going to Greece, and in Asia countries are going to Vietnam. Some of the countries like South Africa, we don't know where your classification is, but you're going on a free trip. We'll figure out where it is. The main thing is start duplicating what we're teaching about going to Aruba, which is put 20 personals to the right, 20 to the left, because the way you qualify is they look at your personals. So they're actually tricking you. The more personals you have, the more possibility you have to run rapidly through the ranks, because you're not pushing people. Like some people sponsor 2 people and then they're pushing them to hit their goals. We like to put plenty of people in, and then the people are raising their hands saying, pick me, I'm ready to go. I want to go make it happen. So that's why we teach the 2020, and it's been very, very successful for all of us and all of our friends. So then you're just going to rock through the manager rank, the director rank, the senior director rank, and above. And Greg, Mena, Ken, Diana, all the people between them and us, and including Gina and I, will be helping you along the way and teaching you. But we wanted to mostly look you in the eye today and say, hey, we believe in you. Wherever you live, you're an incredible leadership coming on here like we are today, pulling over on the side of the road, talking to you, letting you know how important you are to us. And then we're driving back on our motor coach and heading to Jacksonville, Florida. But plug in with whatever Mena and Greg are encouraging you to do. They want to guide you and lead you the right way. This business is all about, you can only succeed ourselves, meaning Greg, Mena, Ken, Diana, Gina, and I can only succeed by helping you. Yeah. If you don't succeed, we don't succeed. So we would never steer you in a way that's not going to allow you to win. But we are winners ourselves, and we love to help winners who already believe they're winners and then encourage the other ones to become a winner. And that's why we're on here today with you. So I'm going to throw it back to Greg and Mena. We're probably going to have to shut it down because we got to get on the road and fire up this diesel. Gina, you want to say something before we leave?
So, hey, thanks for having us on, but you have the most amazing upline and sponsors on here, and we're excited to be a part. This will be one of the first that we'll go back and talk about. Remember when we had our first Zoom?
Yeah.
So anyways, congratulations for being on, and we are now business partners. So we look forward to the journey with each of you.
Have a great and productive rest of the week, guys.
That's right. That's right.
Awesome. Steve and Gina, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. So thank you for jumping on. You're gonna get back on the road, but
we are so grateful for you.
Thanks,
the fact that you actually got on. We really, really appreciate it. And I mean, we just couldn't ask for a better 45 minutes with you. And thank you to all of you guys. Puerto Rico, I know, was on as well. So if we didn't mention it, thank you for getting on. And thank you, Steve and Gina.
Love you guys.
Love you too. Bye.
Love you guys. Have an awesome day. Talk to you soon.